A man tied a bell to his dog's tail. But why? You'll get all the answers for your questions by the end of this video. Just watch it till the end. You're going to love this one. They did everything together. Played together, slept together, ate together, and went everywhere together. He wanted to find a way so that his dog could move around easily and freely like other dogs, so that he could also play with other dogs without being a burden or a nuisance to them. So he thought, and finally got an idea. He would tie a bell to his dog's tail. They were happy with each other, the way they were. Maybe the bell would have helped the dog to play with other dogs, but it was at the cost of the dog's happiness. And the man never wanted to do that. That way, whenever he moved, the bell would ring, and the other dogs would hear it and know where he was. The man knew that no one else understood their bond, their love for each other, except for them. And they didn't need anyone else's understanding. They had each other. This way, they could also play with him. For example, we might think that a blind person would like us to walk with them all the time, but they might not actually want that. If the man had not been there for his dog, the dog would have been unhappy and scared. Tell me in the comments below. I'd love to know. And if you like this story, share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe for more amazing stories like this. And the man, too, would have been unhappy if his dog had been unhappy. Only the person who is experiencing it can know what's best for them. The only problem was that the dog was blind. He couldn't see anything. But he wasn't alone. He had his owner, and the owner was always with him, guiding him, helping him, and loving him. Our story today is about a man and his dog who were inseparable. One day, the man had an idea. He wanted to help his dog. He went to get some things needed. He took a rope and tied it securely around the dog's tail, and then he attached a bell to the rope. Now he was done. He looked at his dog. The dog looked back at him, tail wagging, and the bell rang. The man smiled and was happy that his dog would now be able to play with other dogs. But something unexpected happened. The dog didn't like the bell at all. He tried to get rid of it. At first, he tried to wag his tail, but the bell made a sound, and he stopped. He went to the dog and tried to calm him down. Slowly, the dog calmed down, but he still didn't like the bell. The man understood. He removed the bell and the rope from the dog's tail and hugged him. Then he tried to bite the bell, but he couldn't bite it properly because of the rope. And then he started running here and there in the house. But the bell kept ringing, and the more he tried to get rid of it, the more the bell rang. The man saw all this and felt sad. He didn't want his dog to feel unhappy. The man loved his dog very much, and he knew that his dog loved him back. The man and the dog started playing. As always, they were happy, and their bond grew even stronger. This story tells us that sometimes we think we are helping someone, but we don't really know if they'd be happy with our help. Also, this story tells us that sometimes our happiness depends on the happiness of those we love. Now tell me, would you have tied a bell to your dog's tail if you were in the man's place? Why or why not?